You've been walking around with this radio in your head, picking up static, half-tuned stations, bits of other people's noise, and calling it your mind. But what if I told you there's a way to find the clear signal? Not by turning knobs randomly, but by understanding there's a structure to how you're wired. Robert Dilts gave you that structure, the logical levels, and you've been using it your whole life. You just didn't know the names. Let's start at the bottom, where most people live. Environment. You think your surroundings are just there, the room you're in, the noise outside, the weather. Bullshit. Your environment is the stage. But you keep thinking you're just an actor reading lines that someone else wrote. You light a candle, sit in silence, and suddenly you can hear yourself think. That's not magic. That's you changing the environment so your behaviour changes. Now, behaviour, what you do. You meditate, you journal, you say affirmations like you're trying to convince a brick wall to be a window. But if the behaviour isn't hooked to something deeper, it's like revving an engine in neutral. You're making noise going nowhere. Then there's capabilities, the how. You've got intuition, but you treat it like a fluke. Oh, I just had a feeling. Yeah, no shit. That's your capability to sense energy, to read patterns, to know without knowing how you know. You've done it when you called a friend seconds before they texted you. When you avoided that parking spot and 5 minutes later, a truck ploughed into it. That's not luck, that's a skill that you didn't own. Now we get to the gold. Beliefs and values. This is where your spiritual bullshit either becomes real or stays a bumper sticker. If you believe intuition is woo, you'll ignore it. If you believe you're connected to something bigger, your senses sharpen. Your beliefs, they're the fucking operating system. Think of a time you healed faster because you believed you could. Or when you knew something was true in your bones, and it was. That's belief in action, not hope, knowing. Identity, who you think you are. If you say, I'm not psychic, you won't be. If you say, I'm a channel, you'll start picking up transmissions. It's not ego, it's alignment. You've had moments, maybe walking in nature, maybe in a crisis, where you felt like more than your name, your job, your story. That was your identity brushing up against something real. That's you without labels. And at the top, spirituality and purpose. This isn't about going to church. It's about why you're here. What you're part of. When you chunk up way up, you see the patterns. The wisteria blooming outside your window isn't just a plant. It's a goddamn expression of life force. So are you. You think your intuitive hits are random. They're messages from the whole system, the universe, source, God, whatever you want to call it, trying to move through you. So how do you use them? You stop fixing shit at the wrong level. Trying to meditate more, behaviour, but still believing you're broken, belief, it won't stick. Feeling disconnected from spirit, purpose, but only changing the environment. That's like rearranging deck chairs on the Titanic. Here's how it works when it's aligned. You wake up and you know you're a vessel. That's identity. You believe messages come through you. That's belief. You practice listening. That's capability. You sit your ass down and be still. That's behaviour. in a quiet space. That's environment. For something bigger than you, that's purpose. And suddenly the static clears. You get downloads, healing codes pop into your mind. You feel frequencies shift in your body. You know things. That's not special. That's you operating at the right level. And the separation you feel. That I'm here, spirit's there, bullshit. It's an illusion, a mislabeling. Like thinking the wisteria is separate from the tree it grows on. Everything's connected, your thoughts, your intuition, the synchronicities. They're all the same signals showing up at different levels. If you keep ignoring this, you'll stay stuck in lower level loops, frustrated, anxious, feeling like something's missing. Your gifts will stay dormant, your purpose will feel like a rumour. But if you start aligning these levels, especially from the top down, you'll unlock a coherence that's almost fucking supernatural. You'll channel, you'll heal, you'll sense energy like it's a language you've always known. Your life becomes less about figuring it out and more about allowing it through. So stop pretending you're just this body, this name, this story. You're a goddamn multidimensional being using a human suit. And the logical levels, they're your calibration tools. So use them.